everybody, welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a nice little get ready with me, and I am so excited today because we are just going to talk a lot. And I also have a couple new products to test out for you and some things that I've also tried off camera that you guys haven't really seen in action before, so I'm really excited, and let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So I have already kind of prepped my face for makeup, and I just spritzed it with some Mario Bernadette facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender, and this is just a little travel size of it. And then I used Physicians Formula Refreshment under my eyes. If you want to learn more about this product, go ahead and check out my 6-month compilation of favorites. And then I just put on some chapstick. I have my mirror here to the side. Hopefully that works out well. You guys shouldn't see it in the camera. But I also went to Ulta yesterday, and this is the first time I bought makeup in 5 months, which is kind of crazy for me. I know it's like most people go years without buying makeup. It's only been months for me, but I only picked up 2 things, so it's not like I went ham or anything. But I picked up a new mascara, and this is the, I'm sorry, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce now. I picked up the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, and I'm really excited to try this. It was only $5, and that's kind of like the hype around it, and it's like really beautiful packaging too. It has like 3D embellishments on the lid, and I don't know, it's just mint green and black, and it's just really, I don't know, it's really pretty. And then I also picked up a new primer. Now, I don't necessarily believe that you need a primer in order to like complete your makeup routine. I have done makeup without a primer for a very long time, and I don't think it's necessary. But I went ahead and picked this one up anyway because it was recommended on JM Beauty 89's channel, and I just had to have it. I don't know. And it's the Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. And I have it in the shade 01 Nude Glow, so it's their lightest shade. But anyway, let's just talk about for a minute how long I've been away. I've been away so long that I cut my hair, didn't show it on camera, and it was like to here, and then it's grown out back to like its original length, so you guys didn't even know that I cut my hair. That's how long I've been away. This is really pretty. So like you could see whenever I squirted it out, it was kind of like darker than my skin tone a little bit, but it blends out and it doesn't cover anything. It just gives a really beautiful glow. But hang on, let me see if there's any shimmer in it. I don't see any like glitter particles or shimmer particles, so that's really exciting. Yay! Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, we are gonna wear foundation today. I never wear foundation, guys. I just don't wear it anymore. And I have so many foundations too for somebody that doesn't really wear it that often. But I'm going to mix these two. I'm gonna mix the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. It has SPF 25 in it, I believe. No, SPF 18. Wow, it's really been a long time since I've used this product. And then I'm also going to go in with the CoverGirl CG Smoothers Hydrating Makeup. And this is in their lightest shade, 710 Classic Ivory. This is a little bit lighter than the Flower Beauty, which is why I'm mixing them. And also they're both really hydrating, natural, beautiful formulas. But this one has a little bit more coverage than the CoverGirl, so I'm kind of excited. I'm excited to see how they mix and how they work together. This is also a lot thicker of a formula. I forgot how thick this formula is. Like, it's a really nice hydrating formula, but it's very thick. So those are the 2 colors, and those are the 2 formulas. You can see the CoverGirl's on the bottom, and it's already kind of dripping because it's so much more thin. We're gonna mix them. And I like doing this because I use a lot less foundation, and I don't need that. I don't really need foundation at all, but it's just fun. And it really does change the way how blush and highlight and contour and bronzer all apply to your face whenever you have a totally clean slate to work with, you know? So I'm just gonna dab my L'Oreal sponge in that excess on my hand, and then we're just gonna blend it out. Okay. So it's summer, and I'm back. How are we all feeling? What are your guys' summer plans? I'm going on the Appalachian Trail again. I made a video about it last year, and last year was the first time I ever went backpacking. I've been on hikes loads of times, but we actually went backpacking. And honestly, I never kind of explained the story of kind of how that whole tradition got into our family. So I was very sick last year for a long period of time, and I didn't want to finish out the school year. So my dad made a deal with me. He said, if you finish out the school year, we will do something awesome over the summer. And I was like, well, let's go backpacking. And I didn't really know all of the details that backpacking entailed at that point in time. I just thought that it was like hiking, but I didn't really get the backpacking part of it. You're carrying a 30-pound pack on your back. Mine was like 22 pounds because I'm a weakling. And you just kind of die. But it's awesome. It's so much fun. But I seriously, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I'm gonna go in with the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This concealer is really best whenever you have a foundation under it. It's a really, really good concealer. But if I wear this with no foundation, I'll at least dust some type of powder foundation with a little bit of coverage on it just to kind of make my skin look even and not look like, no freckles, you know? So I kind of like having a balance between that in my face. And I don't know, it's just a really good concealer. Anyway, back to the story. I also have like this little pimple right here. And so we're gonna see how this covers. If it doesn't, we're just gonna let it be. What was I talking about? Backpacking. So yeah, didn't know what it entailed. I ended up loving it. It was much harder than I originally thought it was, but I ended up loving it. And my dad, like, he took us, like, we went, and that's just really cool that that happened. And it was such a great experience for my brother and I and my dad. We got a lot closer. Not that we weren't close before, but I don't know, sharing experiences like that, you just kind of automatically do. So this year we're taking my other sister. I have a lot of siblings. I have 4 other siblings. And we're taking the middle child now. So I'm really excited to see how she, experiences this whole experience. She's in middle school, so it'll be fun. I'm really excited. And she'll do great. She's a champ, so I'm really excited for us to have that. And I won't be the only girl. Yay! But yeah, so we are doing that soon. What else? Oh, I forgot to tell you what product I'm going in. I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder, and I have not stopped using this since I bought it. I love it. It might be because it's my only translucent powder, but honestly, I don't feel the need to buy another one. It's kind of just one of those basic products that's like, once you find a really good one, you don't need another one of. So unless like there's some really magical translucent powder out there that you guys have to recommend, this will probably be the only one I own. So yeah, that's fun. The rest of my face, I'm just going to dust over with Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder, because I don't like my face to look super powdery in the summertime, but I do prefer to set it because it's summer once again. So I'm just going to take this small setting brush and I'm just going to roll it around. Oh, that got dusty. I don't remember this powder being very dusty. And I'm just gonna go over that with my forehead, on my forehead, not with my forehead, on it. Just take it down my nose, brush away any of that excess. This powder is truly a beautiful product. So I went into Ulta yesterday without any makeup on And I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel weird going into a store to buy makeup without any makeup on. Like, it's fine. Like, it's just your bare face. Like, it's nothing that scary. I don't know. You guys decide for yourself. Am I that scary? um, but I mean, like, I wasn't wearing any makeup, and I just felt a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of sad because, like, I mean, everybody else in that store, of course, is like decked out. Their hair's curled or like perfectly done up, and like they have like a full face on, and they're all looking beautiful. But then I'm just in there, kind of like athletic shorts and a t shirt and no makeup, hair's in a messy bun. Like, hi. I don't know. That's just my own stupidness, I guess, but it's there, you know, it's there. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of MAC Fix Plus and just kind of spritz my face, and this is gonna make everything melt into the skin. That was a little bit excessive, but it's fine. It just is so refreshing. I have the coconut scent, which is actually not my favorite. That's why I'm kind of using it up first, but it came in a holiday set. Where is it? Yeah, it came in like this holiday set, and it has a rose and a lavender in here as well. And I'm really excited to use the lavender, but this has lasted me since Christmas, and it's the travel size. So that's really super duper awesome. And I spritz my brush with it. I probably use it every time I do my makeup. And that's, I mean, it's not as often anymore. I really only do my makeup if I'm filming, especially since it's summertime, you know? But like towards the end of the year, my makeup got very, very sparse. Like, maybe I'll wear mascara. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It was actually very freeing to not wear makeup at school. Okay. We are going to do our brows next. I'm going to be using this Profusion brow powder. Sorry, the Profusion label wore off. But this is a really good product. Profusion actually makes really good brow products. I had their pencil. Actually, I still have their pencil. It's right here, but it's empty, so I haven't really used it. I don't know why it's still in there. But I've also made a decision to not film empties videos anymore. I only did one, but then I like stored empty beauty trash in for like a second video, and I just decided those aren't for me. I know when I like a product, like the whole point of them is to to use up the whole product so that way you know how you feel about it. But in reality, you kind of know how you feel about it like within the first 5 uses, and I just kind of don't like holding on to trash. I really don't. I don't have the space for it. I share a room with my sister. I don't want to take up her space. Like, she was so annoyed that I had trash in our room for like months and I wasn't even filming. This was at the period of time when like I just could not find time to film. So I have made the executive decision to not film empties videos anymore, and I don't really think that they're that fun to watch anyway. Don't hate me for saying that. People that watch this and that have like watched beauty videos for a long time will know that empties videos are kind of like OG. Like, if you were a YouTuber back in like 2011, 2012, 13, you better have an empties video on your channel. So yeah, I mean, I have one. Go check it out if you want. It was very long, and I think I was kind of just getting really lazy towards the end because I was honestly bored of filming that video. It's just trash, guys. So that's kind of my opinion on that. Anyway, back to the brows. I really like using this so much because you have the brow primer, the brow wax first, and then you don't have to set them afterwards, but they still have such a nice shape. But they look very natural because it's powder, right? And it blends in. And I already have pretty full brows, as you guys can tell, so just like darkening them a little bit and filling them in just a little bit, like you can still see my natural brow hairs and everything. And I really like the look of brow powder. I truly do. I think it might be one of my favorite ways to do my brows. It just takes a little bit more time than a pencil. That's my only complaint. But it's worth it, I guess. It's just makeup. Moving on, so let's go ahead and do blush. I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, one of their classics, and it's in the shade Rosé Champagne, and it's just this beautiful peachy nude, and it has a little bit of shimmer on it. You'll see what it looks like on the cheeks. It's gorgeous. I don't think I've used this on camera either. But last year I kind of went through a spree on Wet n Wild blushes, and the reason why was because I was watching, I forgot the name of her channel, but I was watching this person's blush collection, and she had all of the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes, and I was just like, I need them all. And because they're so cheap, they're like $2.99, I bought them all. But then the one that was a dupe for NARS's Orgasm blush, that one broke on me, so I couldn't use that anymore. But it was very bright, and it was probably too dark for my skin tone anyway, so I didn't really need it that badly. It was probably for the better that it broke and I couldn't use it anymore. But isn't that so pretty? It just gives such a nice peachy flush, and it's just darker than my skin tone, and it really is gorgeous in the summertime. By the way, if you can hear screaming outside, there are people jumping and swimming in my pool, and by people I mean my siblings and some of our friends. We're watching some other kids this weekend, and they're good kids. We've known them for like forever. I love them to death. Anyway, so you guys can kind of see how natural my skin looks. Like, it's like you can still see my skin through it. That primer, I'm really impressed with that. That looks really, really pretty. I like it a lot. Okay, this is really nice. I love this. Okay, and also I haven't like filmed getting ready in front of a camera in forever. So yeah, now we are going to go on to a palette. This is the Melissa Michelle Ulta Beauty Bling on the Glam, not Gram, Bring on the Glam eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. This palette has been out for, oh man, this palette has been out for quite a while now, and it's really beautiful. I love the rosy tones in it. It has a mirror, as you guys can see that I'm covering up so I don't blind you. It's really pretty. It has a lot of sparkles in it, some glitters on the side, and it comes with a glitter pen too, glitter liquid liner. I used this palette on some of my friends at prom. It's gorgeous. So we are going to use this today. I have clean brushes. Did I mention that yet? I have like super clean brushes because about a week ago I was at one of my mom's dearest, oldest friends' weddings, and she was my babysitter for forever, and it was just really, really special to be there. And I did a lot of the wedding party's makeup, like 8 girls, and I also did their hair too, so it was a lot of fun for me, because I don't really get to do that in that kind of a setting ever. I don't have the opportunity to, and that was just really cool to be able to do that, and they all looked really good, if I do say so myself. So that was really fun. But I did not bring this palette to the wedding, and I kind of really wish I did actually, because there are some beautiful pinks and like this beautiful peach color called Rotorman that I'm putting in my crease right now, and it's just, they're so simple, but they bring out like every eye color. But I find that the pinks especially bring out my greenish hazel eyes. So this is kind of like where I kind of lose my words because I'm so focused on blending, and I'm just like, what do I say next? But you know people like that blow on their brushes? I kind of like think I should start doing that because I feel like so prim whenever I'm just like, you know, tapping off the excess. Like, why don't I just blow? And I know that bothers people, but I mean, it's my palette, it's my brush. I'm not putting it on your eyes, calm down type kind of a thing. So I don't really know why that bothers people, especially since it's not their makeup, but I kind of just tap it off out of excess. I mean, out of habit. I just kind of, I can't talk. I just tap off the excess out of habit. There we go. So I'm kind of deciding if I want to open up the Lash Princess mascara today, or if I want to shave that, or if I want to shave that for another video. Oh, this is a funny story. So I was okay, my mom was trying to get a point across and like the kids were kind of being unruly and I was like, sit down. Well, that's what I meant to say. And like the thing that just happened, like I was like, sure, like with my voice, and I don't know, it's kind of like a weird voice I do with my friends and stuff. And I said, shit down. So, and then all my siblings were like, oh, Mary said, and I was like, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. And I mean, it's a bad word, don't get me wrong, but it's like not one of the worst words out there, if you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, that was an accident. And like, especially around like my little siblings, I was just like, oh no, here we go. All right, I'm going to go in with this blending brush, and you can kind of see it's a lot fatter, and I'm going to take the shade 100%, which is right here, a gorgeous rosy pink, and I'm going to toss that in my crease. I've also used the shade as a blush before, and it's beautiful. So if you want your eyeshadow to match your blush, the shade 100 is gorgeous. So I'm kind of just going to press that on the outer corner, kind of wiggle it, and notice how my hands are very close to the end of my brush because I'm putting a lot of pressure because I want more pigment to show up. Makeup tips, guys. I kind of want it to be really pigmented on the lid, so I'm just going to take my finger and press it on. I think I'm gonna do a full matte look today and then like a really beautiful pop on the inner corner. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Alright, so we got that color down. Okay, so now that I kind of blended that in, I'm just going to do the same thing and really, really enhance the opaqueness on my lid. Okay, this is a story. So whenever we got there, we got our nails done. And my mom, the only reason why I was coming, my mom was the maid of honor, but I was her daughter, so I was, of course, included. And I also have I have a wonderful relationship with the bride. I got my nails done in like a really pale, beautiful pink, but I didn't take into account the opaqueness of the polish itself, and it was just, oh gosh, it was a really bad job. She like did my cuticles, and she like clipped this cuticle right here. It's healed now, but like it was bleeding, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like she was friendly and everything, but like it was like, ugh. And that really hurt. And then she was really, really rough with like my pointer fingers. Those are like where my cuticles are the worst. And I know like you guys have to like get them clean and everything in order to do them, but it just hurts so bad. I'm such a sissy. There, like, she didn't even go all the way up to my nails. So my nails looked like super duper short. She didn't file them evenly. The nail polish was so streaky. It was just a really bad manicure, and it was kind of a waste of money. And I felt really bad for my mom because my mom was paying for it, not me. I was like, darn it, like this money could go elsewhere. So yeah, so now I'm taking the shade Florida, by the way, and I'm just kind of popping that right in the center. I really want to intensify this look without adding any sparkle. And And I think this is kind of doing it for me. This is really pretty. But now we have to blend it out. That's kind of important. So I'm just going to take this really, gotta wipe my hand off. I'm gonna take this really fine blending brush and kind of just blend out the edges. So I woke up this morning to the smell of waffles. Do you guys know how heavenly that is? It is truly summer once you wake up to the smell of waffles. It was wonderful. And we got a new waffle maker, and it's like no spill technology, and like you have to pour it through like this little contraption, and then it seeps into like the actual waffle shaped thing. And this, I'm not explaining this well. Anyway, just look up like no spill technology waffle makers. It'll come up. What was I saying? But like you can't fit chocolate chips into that. So I had to like put chocolate chips on the outside of the waffle in like each little individual square. But it turns out that's better because then like the chocolate chips get all melty and plus you have more of them. And I don't know about you guys, but like chocolate chips and pancakes, chocolate chips and waffles, oh, it's so good mixed with butter and syrup. It's just so good. So I'm going to take this same like really detailed blending brush, and I'm not going to put any extra product on it, but I am just kind of going to drag that on my lower lash. Kind of see where that takes us in terms of color. I think I'm going to put a blue liner on my lower lash. That sounds kind of pretty. Alright, now I'm going to take that same brush but go into Rotorman and kind of just intensify the lower lash line a little bit. I hope I don't look sickly with these pinks on my eyes. I don't think so. But also you don't have mascara on. That changes everything. Okay, so now that we kind of have a base there, we are going to go in. Find it. There we go. So we're gonna go in with this Mary Kay eyeliner. It's just like one of their standard eyeliners, and I have it in the shade Navy. Wow, creative name, guys. Very creative. And I'm just going to take that right here, not in my waterline, but kind of like just on the outer corner, just to deepen things up a little bit, to add some blue. And I just think that's the combination of this blue and that blue toned pink is gonna be beautiful. So this isn't my favorite eyeliner. I'm not gonna like recommend it, but I do love the color of it. It's a little bit dry of a formula, so you kind of have to tug at your eye, and like little chunks kind of get stuck in your eyelashes, so you kind of have to fix that. But it gets the job done, you know? And if you can work with makeup, then you can work with this product. So it's not like the best out there, but it's not horrible by any means. So we're working with what we got. And this is the only blue eyeliner I got. So now I'm going to go into my EcoTools dual-sided brush, and I'm going into the smudge side. You guys can see it's just for smudging. And I'm gonna kind of blend out that blue a little bit and soften it. Just make the edges a little bit more blended. I'm going to go into this Ulta Beauty gel eyeliner. And I just have it in their standard black shade called Blackout, and I'm just going to put that in my tight line. I put this in my favorites video. Okay. I need to sharpen that soon. I just have to clean up my lid really quick on this side. Okay. So I'm really I'm really impressed that these colors don't blend together at all. Like they all look like their own colors, like they blend, but like you can see like the different shades of them. And I just think that that's really impressive from an Ulta Beauty palette. And like, well done, Melissa Michelle, on this palette. It's really beautiful. Okay, I've used their shimmers with their mattes before, but I've never just done an all matte look on this. So I'm seriously very impressed. It's awesome. Okay, now we are going to do a little bit of deepening on the outer corner, and I'm just going to do that with this shade, with this shade Dude, and then I'm going to put their glitter eyeliner kind of on the lower lash line and on the inner corner, and I will be right back. I'm also going to do mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I kind of have a problem. I can't find my eyelash curler. So that's fun. But I ended up not putting the shade Dude on my outer corner because I just realized that would totally ruin the halo effect. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. So I did, however, go in with the glitter liner, and by the way, it just opens up and does like that kind of a felt tip kind of thing, and I put it on the inner corner and brought it all the way down and connected it to the blue under here, and same thing on the other eye. And then I did do a very shiny brow bone today. I don't know if it's picking up on camera because seriously, like hardly any of like the glowiness and the naturalness of my face like picks up on camera because I do use natural light, and natural light is beautiful and it's really good lighting, but sometimes it washes me out and it makes me look a lot paler and it doesn't show blush as well. But anyway, so I used the Physicians Formula Natural Nude Highlighter Palette, and I kind of went into this shade and then kind of swirled it up in the pinks, and I put that on my brow bone, and I just think that that added a really nice touch to it. So for the most part, everything is matte, but I do like this just really elevated the look, and then this just really just truly tied it off. So I don't have an eyelash curler. It's okay. I'm okay. I went like probably a whole year without curling my eyelashes. Excuse me. Whenever I was using L'Oreal Lash Paradise. But then I started using Maybelline Lash Sensational because my Lash Paradise dried out, and I find that this mascara just works the best when you curl your lashes. But I don't have my eyelash curler right now. I can't find it, and it's kind of making me mad. I need it. Anyway, so we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna use this mascara. It's at its height right now. It's like the perfect amount of dried out and perfect amount of not dried out, so like I don't have any fallout on my face from mascara, but like it's given me some volume. But this mascara is just really good at lengthening your lashes, at least whenever they're curled. So we'll just once again see what happens. I might have to coat this over with something else. And yes, I have made the decision that we are not opening Lash Paradise today. We will save that for another video. So, little life hack right here. Use your old toothbrush to comb out your mascara. My mom does this, and that's why I do it. But I wouldn't have to do it if I have my eyelash curler. Okay, I think this is as good as it's gonna get for top lashes. Now let's do bottom. Maybelline Total Temptation on my bottom lashes is amazing. Whenever you kind of like clump them together into spikes like that, I just really like the look of it, and it makes my eyes look so much more interesting. And it also kind of brings back the attention to the color, as you guys can see. Well, I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if it's picking up because of this stupid lighting. Okay. That's good to go. You're good to go on the eyes. Everything is falling. Okay, so last but not least, we have lips. I'm opening up my drawer because that's where all my lip stuff is in. So we obviously have a very pink look going on. I would not wear a pink lip with this. I just won't. I refuse. So either we can go nude, or we can go nude, and I've decided that we're going nude. So this is a Mary Kay lipstick in the shade in the shade Whisper. It's a really pretty lipstick. We're gonna go in with a little bit of pink gloss. Ignore what I'm using. This is a limited edition lip gloss from Wet n Wild. I don't know if they're still selling these. This was like limited edition from last year. I'm just gonna kind of tap that in the center for a little extra glossiness. There are shades like this everywhere, so that's why I kind of have like no problem using it in front of you guys. But if you do have this collection, it's the shade Fly Gal. That just adds a beautiful glassiness to the lips, and I just really, really like that gloss. I'm not going to put any highlighter on my cheeks because I feel like the primer is already kind of doing its job, and that blush has a lot of sparkle in it as well. And now we're just going to set the face to make sure it stays in place all day long with the Mary Kay Makeup Finishing Spray. Yes. This is a really, really good finishing spray. It like lasts forever and ever and ever. Anyway, is that it for this video? This is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it so much. I love Get Ready With Me's. I hope you enjoyed some of the little stories that I had to share and everything, and I really hope that you got some inspiration from this look. It's kind of different for something that you would do during the summertime with it being like mostly matte, but I think it's really, really beautiful. Anyway, thank you guys for watching again, and I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!